Greasemonkey is a Mozilla Firefox extension that allows users to install scripts that make on-the-fly changes to web page content after or before the page is loaded in the browser. The changes made to the web pages are executed every time the page is viewed, making them effectively permanent for the user running the script. Greasemonkey can be used for customizing page appearance, adding new functions to web pages, fixing rendering bugs, combining data from multiple web pages, and numerous other purposes. History: The Greasemonkey project began November 28, 2004, written by Aaron Budman. Budman was inspired to write Greasemonkey after looking at a Firefox extension designed to clean up the interface of augmented. This extension was written by Adrian Holoverty, who later became a user script developer. By May 2005, there were approximately 60 general and 115 site-specific user scripts distributed for Greasemonkey. During this time, a Greasemonkey compiler was also developed for converting a user script into a standalone Firefox extension. Greasemonkey was initially met with complaints by publishers for its ability to block ads. However, this criticism shifted its focus to other add-ons, starting with the 2006 release of AdBlock Plus. Userscripts.org, to accommodate the growing number of scripts, Userscripts.org was founded by Breitzel Vital and other members of the Greasemonkey community in late 2005. Userscripts.org was open-sourced in 2007, but the site later moved away from this code base. As the main script repository listed on Greasemonkey's official site, Userscripts.org accumulated thousands of scripts per year. In 2010, the last known admin, Jesse Andrews, posted that the site was in maintenance mode due to lack of time and asked for a new maintainer to volunteer. Nevertheless, he remained the sole admin of the site until a discussion about install counts began on April 1, 2013. Prior to this, many of the most popular scripts as listed by the site had nominal install counts of 0. Over the following year, spam scripts became more common, server downtime increased and the install count bug remained. With no further communication by Andrews, user script writers described the site as neglected and the official Greasemonkey site removed its front page link. In response, script writers began working on the fork, offengusis.org. Dissatisfied with its development pace, Jason Barnaby created greasyfork.org as an immediate replacement. In May 2014, Userscripts.org became inaccessible on port 80, prompting users to access it on port 8080 instead. In August 2014, the site was shut down completely. Most of his scripts were backed up to the static mirror http, userscripts-mirror.org, where they can now be found. Technical details: Greasemonkey user scripts are written in JavaScript and manipulate the contents of a web page using the document object model interface. Scripts are generally written to be either page-specific or domain-specific, but may also be tagged to apply to all domains for global browser enhancements. Users of Greasemonkey can write or download scripts and save them to their own personal library. When users visit a website matching a script in their personal script library, Greasemonkey invokes the relevant scripts. Greasemonkey scripts can modify a web page in any way that JavaScript allows, with certain Greasemonkey security restrictions. Scripts can also access other web pages and web services via a non-domain restricted XML HTTP request, allowing external content to be merged with the original page content. Scripts are named synonym user.js, and Greasemonkey offers to install any such script when a URL ending in that suffix is requested. Greasemonkey scripts contain metadata which specifies the name of the script, a description, resources required by the script, a namespace URL used to differentiate identically named scripts, and URL patterns for which the script is intended to be invoked or not. Writing a Greasemonkey script is similar to writing JavaScript for a web page, with some additional allowances such as cross-site XML HTTP requests. Compared to writing a full-fledged Firefox extension, user scripting is a very modest step up in complexity from basic web programming. However, Greasemonkey scripts are limited due to security restrictions imposed by Mozilla's XP native wrappers. For example, Greasemonkey scripts do not have access to many of Firefox's components, such as the download manager, I/O processes or its main toolbars. Additionally, Greasemonkey scripts run per instance of a matching web page. Because of this, managing lists of items globally is difficult. However, script writers have been using cookies, and Greasemonkey even offers APIs such as gmGetValue and gmSetValue to overcome this. Compatibility: Greasemonkey is available for Firefox, Flock and Web. The Greasemonkey extension for Web is part of the Web Extensions package. However, this extension is not fully compatible as of release 2.15.1, since some Greasemonkey API functions are unsupported. There are also custom versions for SeaMonkey and Songbird. An equivalent extension called TamperMonkey is available for Google Chrome. Equivalents for other browsers, versions 8 and upwards of Opera, also have user scripting functionality and are capable of running many Greasemonkey user scripts. To make full use of GMAPI and metadata block, however, one has to use an extension such as ViolentMonkey or TamperMonkey. For Internet Explorer, similar functionality is offered by IE7 Pro, Slioneer, and iMacros. In February 2010, Chrome implemented native support for Greasemonkey scripts by internally converting them to extensions. This support was written to honor the @include and @exclude directives, and introduced the @match objective as a simplified way to select specific domains. Some features specific to Firefox/Greasemonkey were left out. The TamperMonkey extension was written to fill this gap. In May 2014, Google removed support for user scripts and other unsigned extensions from Windows builds of Chrome. On Safari for Mac, there is a SIMBL managed plugin called GreaseKit. Since the release of Safari 5, there is an extension called NinjaKit that uses the new API interface. Fluid is a site-specific browser with integrated GreaseKit. Kango framework allows creating extensions for Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari using JavaScript only, the code being single for all browsers. Kango supports user scripts. See also: List of augmented browsing software, List of Firefox extensions, Shift Space, an extensible platform for annotating and modifying web content, built on top of Greasemonkey. References. External links: Greasemonkey at Mozilla Add-ons, Greasemonkey Wiki, Greasemonkey source code at GitHub, Greasemonkey discussion group at Google Groups, Greasemonkey blog, Greasemonkey makes Firefox unbeatable, an article on Greasemonkey for end users, Greasemonkey in the enterprise, a blog series on security and deployment issues when using Greasemonkey for IT projects, Monkey See, Greasemonkey Do. A video tutorial for Greasemonkey user script development, user script repositories.